Right, Strongman fam, welcome back to the MST Systems YouTube channel. Today we've got Mr. Mark Felix down. We're going to be going over some final kind of finishing touches for his prep for Britain's Strongest Man. We're going to be sticking to events that he can't really train perfectly, like he can't get as specific as we want to. So we've come to Hicks's gym here, Infinity Strength and Conditioning, and we're going to be taking Mark through bag throw. We're going to be using the 4.5 metre frame. We're then going to go and do some shield carry. Hicksy has a shield that is very similar to the one they're going to use in comp. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video, guys, to watch Mark's stones, because we're going to be teaching an old dog a new trick. Back throw went really well. He's been training over 4 metres, so I wanted to get him to use the 4.5 metre frame because it's a little bit higher, but it makes a bit of a difference. So Mark realised that he wasn't getting onto his toes and extending through, and he could probably get away with that at the 4 metre height, but with the 4.5, he was being a little bit inconsistent with the 25 kilo bag. But at the end, he managed to get the 25 kilo bag over like about 5 times, wasn't it? Yeah, about 5 times in a row. With the bag throw event being 6 bags, it's difficult to train specifically for it because obviously most people only have 1 or 2 bags, and you end up having to like run to grab your bag, and there's like a break in between, and it does break up the flow of bag to bag to bag to bag to bag, and it leaves it open for more mistakes when you've got to go quite fast with quite a few in a row. So we've learned a bit from seeing Mark today. We're just going to make him do a few more reps in training and also concentrate on that cue of getting through onto his toes to finish his extension to make sure it goes over. So this is Mark's first time using Hicks's shield. We've just done a run of like 40-ish metres at the empty shield. Just gonna go up slowly. Mark's been practicing on like sort of like a stone that looks very similar to the shield, and also some axle carries. So I want him just for the final couple of sessions to just make sure we get on something that's a bit more specific. The training he's been doing has been perfect, to be fair, but it's just been nice. You know, we've basically, Mark doesn't live too far away, and Hicks has got near enough identical shields, so we may as well make use of it. So yeah, we're gonna see what we can get up to today for there and back, hoping to be, you know, roundabouts the competition weight, and yeah, we'll just see how he gets on. Mark's pretty good at this event. He's got big long arms and good grip and strength, so hopefully be a good one for him. We're at 125 kilo now, so he's gonna do a run at this, and then we're just gonna keep adding a plate basically and see what he gets up to. Nice. Slip.
You just slip on it.
Oh, look at that.
Sorry.
I seen it slipping, yeah.
You just slipped very fast. This wasn't feeling bad. You just slipped very fast. You just went.
Before you step, get it to the point where you're like, right, I feel stable, because I think as well, if you pick it up and just walk, you don't get a chance to just get a little adjustment, because you've got to remember whatever you're positioning when you take your first step, you can't really change it. This looks better. Well done. Go on, keep going, Mark. Another there. That was better, wasn't it? That looked like you could have turned again if you needed to, yeah. Loads better. That was a really good run. Had the shield sat a little higher. I think the bit of chalk on his arm and that bit of grip made a difference. I think for me, shield carry and front carries is, once they slip down a little bit, you're on borrowed time, you know what I mean? It's not going to last very long. You can definitely grind out a few more meters once it slips, but it's just going to be a constant drop to the floor. You need to be able to sustain that position. I think Mark was leant back a little more there. He had the shield a little higher. It looked really good. It looked like he could have turned and gone back if he really wanted to, but I don't think he wanted to. I think he's going to do well on this event, hopefully. So yeah, good sesh. So just remember, it's not a race. So taking that extra half second, or even 2 seconds, just to get it sat right, then you can walk. Because the problem with walking is, as soon as you walk, you're moving, aren't you? And if it's not sat right, you can end up moving it down and dropping it. Yeah. If you get it sat perfectly, it's going to be much better to move with. Come on, nearly there. Spot on. There you go, comp weight. That's good. Yeah, we'll stay away from grind territory in training, but on comp day you can go till you're dead. That was really good. Happy with that. The stone weights haven't really gone up much, have they? They kind of, so it's more about shaving off seconds, isn't it? So
yeah, even though I mean before 27 seconds used to be like fastest ever. 27 seconds was record, but even if I get 22 seconds now, that's still slow.
Yeah, and then let Tom Stoltman one motion them all. He pretty much one motions them all.
He's
Doesn't he?
pretty hard. It's very easy for him.
Yeah, that's what I struggle with one motions, because when I do them, I feel like they don't go very high.
Yeah.
And obviously for me, I need to get the height, so I can do the one motion to low platforms really well, but when it's like this height here, I still have to lap and load it. Right, let's get a few reps at this just for a good warm up. 90 that is, so good. Whoop.
It's not as good as I want it to be, but it's still one motion.
Yeah, it just takes a bit. So take some reps. Make sure you stand over the stone as well. You're a bit behind the stone then.
Yeah.
That was better. Another trick with the one motion is you're pulling the stone into here, and then popping your hips there. Try and pull it higher.
Oh, yeah.
So do it again and aim to touch there.
Yeah.
Because then when you flick through, it's going to go higher. When you load with a lap, you want it there, because then you can set your hip and really pop.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a bit.
So I'm pulling it a bit too low.
On the one motion, yeah, because the one motion you want to pull it a tiny little bit higher, because then you can when you pull it in, when you transition to this flick, it's sat high. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Just try it on that 90 and see what it looks like. Yeah, that went higher. That was good. That's better. We're trying to get Mark to just shave a couple of seconds of his stone run time. When you're at Mark's level, you don't need to, make crazy changes. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're not going to get 20% stronger on stones. You know what I mean? He's already crazy strong at them, and it's a speed event. So we're trying to save like a second or so here and there, and just chip away at getting a better score in the competition. Because that Mark was kind of saying before, everyone's one motioning nowadays, and they're getting, really fast stone runs done. So we need to incorporate some speed. We were going to go for 90 and 120 one motion then, but the 120 looked class. So Mark tried the 140 as well, and that's the first time I think. Is that the first time you've tried 140 one motion? Yeah, it's the first time he's tried it. So I think it might have shocked Mark as well that it went really well. I know he missed it, but sometimes failing is good, because you kind of like, you realise, oh, I can do it actually. So this next set, we're going to try and get 90, 120, 140, one motion, then lap and load. These platforms are actually higher than the Giants Live platforms as well. So I know that, like I said, Mark missed that, but it's 2 inches higher than in the comp anyway, and it wasn't really a miss. It was basically there, you know what I mean? So it's a real good positive, even though he missed it. So this next set, I'm pretty confident Mark's going to one motion of these first three real fast and lap and load. And like I say, if we can do that in the competition, it's just going to chip away at a couple of seconds faster than what he usually gets. And that's kind of what we're going for, is just, micro gains here and there, and then he's going to place better. So yeah, hopefully the second set goes well. That was good, Mark. That was, even with the, even missing the 140 and redoing it, that was fast. That was good. That's class. Well done. Now that you know you can do it, you'll get it second set. So them three are getting one motion, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Definitely got this. Come on. Nice. Nice. Let's get this one. Push it on if you can. No. Nice. Wow, that if that platform was an inch down, it'd go straight on. Lovely. Perfect. Let's get this one. Yes, there we go. Buzzing. Knew you could do that. I'm fucking well happy, to be honest with you. I was hoping to get him to one motion the first 2 stones or so, but getting the 140, we got 2 attempts that went up, but the first one he missed the one motion, got the lap and load. Second one was a one motion, but he didn't quite get it on. It took quite a few seconds to push on. But like I say, each time we were learning stuff, and Mark smashed the last stone run. It was class. 16 seconds, I think it was, maybe 15 actually. My video was 16 seconds long, so yeah, he smashed them. That means he's got a good chunk of time to load that 180 and still be within, you know, low 20 seconds on the stone run, which is going to be buzzing. His axle's gone really well. Pressed the 140 axle in training. Deadlift's going well. Bag throw, like I say, we need to do some final kind of drilling on the bag throw just to get him extended on his toes and make sure he hits the 4.5 meter height. Shield looks great. Yeah, everything looks great. Really good comp. This is probably the best comp prep we've done for Mark. Fingers crossed it all translates over to the day. Can be another obstacle though, putting it together on the day, but Mark's obviously one of the most experienced, well, probably the most experienced strongman, so he knows what he's doing. I'm sure he'll be fine in that aspect.
Oh yeah, thank you for watching my training session. Make sure you like and pass any comment, and don't forget to subscribe to MSC System on YouTube.